Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hello. Hello everyone. Thank you, Barry. Said tuition drop, set it off. Thank you. Thank you so much. Before we get started, if you were trying to make a purchase over the last day or two of my book and could not do it, whatever the issue was, I've addressed that. So you're able to complete your purchases. So if you wanted to get a copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine and you ran into a snafu at checkout, that has been completely corrected. You may go and make a purchase. It is also possible for my subscribers in the UK, people in Canada, to also make a purchase seamlessly and flawlessly. You'll be able to go through checkout normally. So we are international now, like officially. So If you or anyone that you know are in the UK or you are in Canada and you wish to make the purchase, please do so. Thank you, Marvin. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Marvin. Thank you so much, Marvin Thompson. I really appreciate that greatly. I appreciate everybody's support. We are sitting at a little over 97,000 subscribers. I could not be happier. And you guys' support through all of this time has just been overwhelming to me. I am eternally grateful to those who support me, who support this message, who supports this work. We're going to talk about this work that we do here at the Crimson Cure channel. You know, thank you, Theo. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You know, I chose this title purposely. If you know, you know. Black women do not need white women to save them. We as Black women do not need white mommy to come tell us nothing. You understand that? We as Black women, I want my sisters to listen very closely to this message today. Whether you like me, whether you don't, whether you listen to my content because you support it or you listen to hate watch, I need you to listen. Especially if you are a Black woman. We do not need white mommy to do nothing for us, to us, with us, or around us. Do we understand that? Thank you, Miss Lou Casely. Thank you, sweetheart. Furthermore, now the brothers can stay. The brothers can stay. The brothers can stay. Because I'm always talking to the sisters anyway. Because I don't instruct the men. I don't instruct the men. The brothers are always welcome. But my brothers is always welcome. Not only do we not need white women to save us, we as Black women are not accountable to white women. She can't hold us accountable. She cannot hold us accountable for nothing. And we're going to get into why not. Aside from the obvious. There has never been a single thing that white women have ever shared, given, or offered as a group to black women that has positively impacted or positively benefited black women, black women's children, or black men, or the black community at large. Not nothing. Nothing. As a matter of fact, that which she gave, that which she came to offer, that which she came to share with black women has done nothing but ruin black women, corrupt her mind, and colonize her mind, such that we have the foolishness that we looking at with black women all around the United States right now. The foolishness that we see, what we talk about extensively on this channel, when I refer to hyenas and all that kind of stuff, just like the live stream we did yesterday and all of those sorts of things, anywhere from twerking on a table to trying to delete black men. All the whole spectrum of foolishness. Whole spectrum of foolishness. That come from somewhere. That come from somewhere. See, that didn't happen overnight. Black women didn't get that mindset overnight. We are looking at the result of complete colonization of the black female mind. And this is what colonization looked like. When we self-perpetuate the lost value system, aka the lost cause, aka white supremacy. When we self-perpetuate that, see, we don't need them folks. I'm on one today if you didn't know. I'm in my bag today. Because the level of disgust keep on rising. Let me go back to these super chats. Thank you, Maya. Maya said, I'm here for it. Thank you. Thank you, son from Brooklyn. Said, long time subscriber, first time super chat. Keep up the good work, Muslim. And Ramadan Mubarak from Brooklyn, New York. Ramadan Kareem, thank you so much. U.S. Army retired. Thank you. Said, love your content. 29 Palms, California. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. And thank you, Chris Johnson, as well. We do not need them folks. We have gotten all that we can handle. Black women have gotten all that they can handle from Becky's, Karen's, and the original dirty back foot. See, she was the original hyena. Let me tell y'all, let me remind you where this foolishness originates. Because see, I've done the Moynihan report. We've gone back into the origins on this channel of feminism. We've gone into the connection between feminism and its parent, white supremacy. See, we've extensively gone through these things on this channel. Please don't ever think that the stuff that I talk about is just here for frivolity and purely for entertainment, and we don't go back to what we talked about before. See, I've done shows on the women, the white women who were writing articles in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, putting it out in the universe, planting seeds about the worthlessness of a black man's life, about how worthless he is as a provider, as a problem solver, as a protector, and as a procreator, how just worthless he is as a human being. See, Becky and her man came up with that. That's pure white supremacy right there. They came up with that. Black women have come out of order and continue to be out of order, originally due to white supremacy and its offshoot, feminism and the gynocracy. See, we operating under a full-fledged gynocracy. White women were the main proponents of feminism and misandry. Main proponents. Women's rights, women's suffrage, first wave feminism, the Susan B. Anthony's and all of them, that was white women. White women started that. I've been told y'all that feminism was a white woman's issue, that she brought to black women specifically to destroy and colonize her mind. Specifically to colonize her mind. Because see, once you colonize a mind, you don't gotta come back to it no more. It will self-perpetuate. It will evolve on its own. It will continue to corrupt. It's an operating system that will always operate until you change it. That's the whole purpose of colonization. That's what colonization is. And it only take a few. Thank you, Miss Bella Rings. Thank you, 39 Dina. It's like an operating system that once it is installed, you don't really got to come back to it unless to tweak it and maintain that system. You don't got to really keep reintroducing or laying the groundwork. The groundwork is already laid. The black woman's mind is already colonized. It's already there. So now she's on automatic. Now black women are on automatic. They don't need white women to come specifically to them and re-educate or reprogram. We don't need that. The black women who are hyenas that I talk about that act out of order, they do that now on automatic. We know that. We see that. We're dealing with all of the fallout from that on various levels and from various avenues and perspectives. It is a virus that continues to self-replicate and mutate. Feminism has been nothing more than a virus that has self-replicated and mutated over the decades. White women were the main proponents of feminism and misandry. They the ones started all that talk about a patriarchy. They started that. The other thing that historically has been true is that white women have historically been on the side of their men and white supremacy, and they have never abandoned that position for any reason. They have never left his side. They have never rejected that culture. They have never rejected white supremacy or white survivalism as an integral part of their culture and their ability to survive. They understand that that is how they survive. Therefore, they have always been down. No matter what kind of issues they have between them and a man, they have never left his side. They have never en masse sided against him. They have never en masse acted against him. Don't get it twisted. Thank you, Miss Shay Sade said, no lies told. Sadly, black women can't even keep the white Brazilian hair off their head without breaking out into a fight if someone calls it out. Thank you so much, sweetheart. It has been feminism that has fueled the foolishness that we see black women engaging in on a regular daily basis. Specifically, when I talk about foolishness, I'm talking specifically about the mindset, the misandrous mindset with an emphasis on black male hatred and degradation. Because see, black feminism has an emphasis on black male hatred and degradation. This is how you know that it stemmed from white supremacy. And we've covered this before, but we're doing a refresher today. Thank you. Is that you, Nehemia? Thank you, sir. Remind me of Stephanie Mills' pilot era from the 80s, as you mentioned, Automatic. Thank you so much. So when I say foolishness, I'm not talking about the individual acts of craziness that we see. I'm talking about the mindset that fuels it. Let's be clear. When I say the foolishness, I'm not talking about the individual actions. I'm talking about the mindset and the value system that fuels that. Why black women do the things that they do, where that mindset is coming from. There is an emphasis on black male hatred, misandry, and degradation, even to the comfortability that a lot of these hyenas have to delete or to physically harm black men actually stems directly from white supremacy. The hardcore sheet wearing, hood wearing, cross burning white supremacy. Because that form of white supremacy is very comfortable with deleting and physically harming black men. It has always been comfortable with that. That has been a pastime in this country because slavery and Jim Crow was embellished. All them pictures that we seen of them people eating hot dogs, got their kids out there, got their women out there, taking pictures, standing by the very tree that a black man has been hung from. That's an embellishment. Yeah. That's the embellishment. You know, we've been making them pictures up. That has always been a pastime in this country. Black women's colonized mind, that misandry, that comfortability to get to a place where they're okay with harming or even deleting black men, like we sadly witnessed in my live stream yesterday. And black women being comfortable with that. Where you think she got that from? She got that from her massa. She got that from her massa. Massa comfortable with that. So any ideology that he have is going to make it comfortable. That's going to make that okay. On some level, it's gonna be okay. And you understand that black women are now living with a colonized white supremacist mindset. Because whenever a black woman deletes a black man or even black children, they make an excuse for her. They make an excuse for her. It's always excusable to delete a black man. There's always a way that can be all right. He's never actually a victim of anything, even his own demise. He's culpable for his own demise. If they get him and they lynch him in a tree, it was something he did. The black boy that said he was being followed by white men and then ended up decapitated, they were trying to not list that as a homicide. They were trying to not list that as a homicide. What else is it? Talking about we don't know if it's foul play. So you don't know if it's foul play that a man's head was removed from his body. Thank you, God's favorite Pookie. So all the horses in the French Quarter missing hair behind these bald head BWs. Love y'all though. Thank you so much. Thank you, sweetheart. We understand that white supremacy has always disregarded the life of a black man. Black people in general, but black men specifically. His life is of particular unimportance. Under the thoughts of white supremacy, a black man's life is particularly unimportant. It is particularly negligible. It is particularly inconsequential. So this is why we be seeing hyenas not care about the life or the livelihood or the trajectory of a black man's life in regards to her actions and how it affects him. This why she don't care about booking you for a fight. This why she don't care about getting you set up with the ops to get shot and all this other kind of stuff. That's why she don't care about that. Not important to her. Because she's learned from her zaddy just how unimportant a black man's life is. And she acts according to that understanding. We're going to get further into it. We're going to get further into it. I got a lot on my mind, y'all. I got a lot on my mind. Because we still don't understand how colonization actually works. And how it is performed. We talk big talk about the colonizer and all that kind of stuff. You know, it was funny when the first Wakanda came out, and that was actually one of the most celebrated lines when Shuri turned around and referred to the agent as, oh, colonizer. You know, in the colonizer speak, when she kept referring to him as a colonizer, everybody was like, ha ha, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's too many of us in real life that don't understand that. It's too many of us in real life that we don't know how we got in this situation. We don't know how we got colonized. To such an extent that many of us do not believe that we are colonized. We think that we thinking outside of the colonized box when we agree with colonizers about how they see black people. We think that's getting on their level. We think that's coming out of the Negro box. We really think that. We think coming off the plantation, you've arrived when you can sit up and hee-haw and kiki with a colonizer about colonization. But we're going to take a break to talk about some lives that are important. So after these messages, we'll be right back.
First, Gamer vs. Gamer does not consider itself a game truck. To clarify, a game truck is one that pulls up to your home, opens its doors, and tells the kids to go play video games. The entire focus of a game truck is on playing video games. That's not what we do at Gamer vs. Gamer. Our entire focus is actually on celebrating your child's birthday. Only 65% of what we do is video game related. The other 35% of our time is spent on a choreographed recognition of your child's special day.
Happy birthday. Wish we were there. Sorry we missed it, but we'll see you soon. Love you.
Which includes singing, eating, special videos, and the opening of gifts. We chose to use video games as a tool to entertain children at the party, not as a substitute for a birthday party. We only advertise as a game truck because that's what the general public associates us as.
Gamer versus gamer.
Gamer versus gamer. We look forward to treating your child like the most important kid in the world on their birthday.
Hi, Gamer versus Gamer. Thank you so much for my birthday party.
I know this is a serious topic, but I actually like breaking it up with something fun looking, something jovial, and something that actually brings a smile to my face. And that's seeing little kids be happy. If you or anyone that you know are in the Atlanta metropolitan area, then I urge you to click the link at the top of the chat, gamerversusgamer.com, so that your children can have the best possible birthday experience that they have ever had in their lives. One of the things that I really, really want to focus on is the fact that although Gamer versus Gamer is in the genre of the gaming truck, they offer so much more in the experience of your child's birthday. You're able to put together video messages, and you're able to set aside these different times and these different portions of the party where it's not just about the pizza and the video game and all of that. I mean, it's more about the family really coming together to show their children just how much they mean to them on the special day, on their birthday. Because we know that children carry those memories. It becomes important to children because we make birthdays important to children. And if we're going to make it important to children, we might as well really go all out and celebrate them. Let them know how much we actually love them, because so many of our children's birthday go and come, other days that may be important to them go and come, and nobody really says anything or acknowledges them. But Gamer versus Gamer is the perfect way to not only acknowledge your child's birthday, but truly celebrate it. So like I said, if you or anyone you know are in the Atlanta metropolitan area and you have children with birthdays coming up, don't hesitate to hit the link at the top of the chat, gamerversusgamer.com, and write a love letter to your child on their birthday. Let me get to these super chats. Thank you. Terenzo said, look at how ants colonize themselves. Didn't think about it psychologically. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Favorite Pookie said, you the truth. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Dallas Actress. Said feminism was never about white women voting, same pay, free sex, etc. It's always been about taking the black woman away from black men. They tell you what they want you to believe. Thank you so much for that. And one more thing, I owe y'all a bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button, bam, bam. You gotta because we have 451 wonderful people who have already hit the like button. Let's see if we can get the other 400 or so people to hit the like button for me as well. And we're going to get back to this cook. See, you know, I gotta cook stuff my own way. I gotta cook things in my own way. We don't need, as black women, we do not need nothing from white women. We don't need they so-called femininity. We don't need her so-called beauty standard. And we certainly do not need her lost value mindset, mainly because we have already received receive these little tips and tricks and little life hacks from her. And where are we as a result? We don't need her little so-called beauty standard. We are the beauty standard. But not as long as we running around here getting cancer from trying to straighten our hair out to try to look like hers and then make an excuse about why it ain't manageable and blah, blah, blah. We'll never really be the beauty standard as long as we invest all our extra money and money that we don't have into a weave industry trying to get all this other hair to cover up our beautiful hair because we the only ones hair grow up before it grow down. Nobody is walking around with our hair texture. And we have the audacity to be ashamed of the uniqueness of our beauty. So much so that we got how black hyenas running around here talking about natural black women is for poor black women. Only poor, dusty black women are their natural selves. They have their natural bodies. They have their natural hair. That's not putting on a cake of makeup. That's not doing all this other stuff to herself. You can't, black women, you cannot take pride. You cannot take pride in thinking and saying that other women want to be like you because they getting BBLs and all that kind of stuff. Oh, they just trying to look like black women when you don't want to look like black women. You need to get that out your mouth. Get the words cultural appropriation out your mouth. Get that out your mouth. Until you become okay with who you are and what you look like in that mirror, get the word cultural appropriation up out your mouth. It don't matter who wear box braids. You understand that? Stop getting mad. And you go back to your beauty standard. That ain't never been nobody's complaint that black women are unattractive naturally. Nobody complain about that. You think you not beautiful. Nobody else complains about that. That is not black men's complaint. That's not even Zaddy's complaint. That's not why you don't have a man. That's not why you don't hold your family together. You don't hold it because of the colonization in your mind. You're a white supremacist up here. That's why you can't hold the black family together or the black community together, because white supremacy, aka white survivalism, aka the lost cause, is there to destroy the black community. That's its whole purpose. That's why you do that. It destroy you in the process. I don't think nobody hear me today. Thank you, ESS. Thank you so much. Whatever good traits black white women have are reserved for her, men and her family and her culture. It's not reserved for us. She give us trash. And we ran with it. Here's the real meat of the issue. White women cannot check black women, and they cannot hold black women accountable. She's not in a position to check nobody, not us. Your white mama is not in position to check or to hold black women accountable for nothing. And the main reason that white women will not and are not and will never be in a position to check black women on their behavior is because they got that crazy mindset from white women. You don't get to be the corrupter and the savior. You don't get to be the vehicle of corruption and then turn around and be the savior. We got into this mess listening to you, trying to figure out what white women do, trying to follow up behind what white women are telling black women to do. Feminism is what white women told black women to do. That is what they told black women to do. And it took on a complete mind of its own. Now she get to sit back after her handiwork and tisk at the behavior of black women. Ooh, they act so ratchet. Ooh. Now she's disturbed by it. When it was her foremothers, the glorious Steinums and all of them. Or whatever that white woman name, I forget her name, that came out and said how much they lied in them magazines, the Cosmopolitan magazine and all that type of stuff, was lying to women about being single and independent and all that kind of stuff, and that being the best way. All the while, they had their husbands and their children and their families intact. And it was black women that got tricked out their position. And they continued to play themselves out of their position, following up behind that mindset. She don't get to be the corrupter and the savior. She doesn't get to hand out the poison and then come behind it and act like she the only one with the cure. I'm the cure. That's why I named the channel Crimson Cure. That was not a haphazard name. Not a name I just picked out because of the alliteration. Because she not going to give you no cure. She not going to give you no way out of your problem. Because a way out of your problem destroys the very culture that she depend on for her survival. She not going to give you no help. She's not going to help you. She'll help you act a fool. She'll pay you to act a fool. You can get on a reality show. You can go to Zeus Network and get a couple of dollars to act a plumb fool in front of a camera. Thank you, Habitual Line Stepper said Crimson is the professor and the chef this evening. Preach. Thank you so much. They'll sit there and laugh at you while you play yourself out of the position. While you play and play and play until now we are at a stage where we don't really have a black community at all. She's not going to help you. And she'll say that out of her mouth, that she don't have a solution for you. Do she know what the solution is? Of course she do. Is she going to give it to you? Of course not. And she hoping you don't find it. So she don't get to colonize and then get disgusted at how black women internalize and then display that colonization and that dysfunction. So whether you like me, don't like me, think I pander to men, or think I do what I do because I hate black women, let me set these records straight again. I am here doing what I do for a purpose that is higher than trying to get a head pat from black men. And I love my brothers, but I'm not here for their head pat. I love my brothers, but I'm not here for their head pat. Because what I do and what I say and how I say it is unpopular. It is a thing not well liked. It is a lonely road in actuality. The way I say what I say and what I say puts a target right here. And the reason why it does that is because anytime there has been a thought or an ideology or a solution put forth that's gonna help black people, it always put a target on the person that's saying it. Thank you, Chris B. said black women boycotted Birth of a Nation, story of Nat Turner because Nate Parker was accused of SA, but never boycotted R. Kelly and Mona Scott Young for how she make black women look. Thank you so much. I do what I do because somebody has to say the solution. Somebody got to do it. And a tool was handed to me to distribute to everybody. Those tools that I spend so much time trying to break down and explain and put in real time, the 10 life values, valuable woman, the bioculturon, the lost value system, courtesy of Dr. Spencer Holman, who brought the tools and put them in my hand and said, now give it to everybody in the way that you give it to everybody, because they'll hear it from you. And I appreciate it because it was a refined, well-articulated version that gave terminology and context to the stuff that I already knew or understood on an intrinsic level. Because I was here before there was a bag. Do you understand that? Some of you are new. You don't know I've been here about 5 years or so. Nobody's coming to save us. This is why I do what I do. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. Don't nobody care about you enough to come save you. Do you understand that? Your dysfunction serves them too well for them to fix you. Your level of dysfunction serves this system too well for anybody to come get you. Thank you, Datorian. So when we are on this channel, this is why I say I don't do talking points. When I talk to you about biology, culture, and environment, I'm trying to get you to understand the foundation and the blueprint and the reason why you're colonized. I'm trying to describe how colonization takes place, so that the aha can happen to us. The values, this is why I've talked so much over the past 3 years about a value system, having values, what that is, why they are in the order they are in. These are steps 1, how to get out. How to get out of the sunken place. Trying to get us to think deeper about where we are. Trying to get us to have a wider perspective and on the issues. It's not one issue. It's layered, several layers. The solution is also multi-layered. And it's almost like sometimes I can't find the word for it, or the people ask, what's the solution? Well, what's the solution? I can't. The solution been all over my content. It's all over my content. It's everywhere. It's in every video. It's in every live stream. The problem is that it's not one thing to do. Oh, the solution is, it's not one thing. It's not one. In point of fact, it's 10. It's 10 things to do. At minimum, I count all 10 things as step 1. It's 10 things to do minimum. Minimum. When we say what to do, 10 things right here. We looking for a quick fix. There is none. We've been in the problem for too many hundreds of years. No quick fix. You're going to have to work for your change. No magic wand. Sorry to bust your bubble. No magic wand. I don't got no magic wand. We not gonna be bibbity bobbity boo and you free. No. That colonization is ingrained in you. It'll take time to get that out of there. We got too many issues as a people. Nobody's coming to save us. So we got to do it. I know you don't like what I'm saying, Black women. I know you don't like it. I know you jump in my comment section to tell me how much I hate Black women. I know what you're thinking. I know why you say what you say. It don't excuse it, but I know why you say it. But what you think is going to happen? Zaddy not going to save you. It's his system that got you there. It's his system that he taught his white woman to teach you. Them people not coming to save you. Your dysfunction serves them too well for that. Raising your children and raising your boys to go to the prison, to the school to prison pipeline serves them too well. Raising your daughters to be hoes and thoughts serves them too well. They not gonna help you. going to Planned Parenthood, committing one of the greatest genocides in modern history, quietly, that served them too well. They don't do nothing to help you. That Planned Parenthood was Margaret Sanger's big contribution to the world before she got out of here. And it's a eugenics program. It's designed for you to commit that atrocity. She don't never bring nothing to you that help you. Nothing. They put the Planned Parenthood together, put it in a black neighborhood, convince black women that an abortion is part of health care, and then after black women collectively abort millions of black children, they'll have the audacity to put on a billboard that the most dangerous place for a black child is in the womb of its mother. And they shame you for it. Now that you lead the charge, now they can sit somewhere and be disgusted that you utilizing a tool they gave you to destroy yourself. Y'all don't hear me. We do not need the assistance of the colonizer to get out. All of you will not be saved. All of you will not get out. You will remain in the sunken place because you like being in the sunken place. But there are lionesses out there. There are lionesses out there. And I'm calling you. I'm calling you. Come out. Come out. Come out. It's killing you. It's killing your children. It's killing your men. Come out. What they've given you and what you've taken on as a good thing has been nothing but a curse since the day they gave it to you. Thank you, Wrench Turner said, for your work and efforts, good sister. Thank you so much. Stop letting that programmed hatred of black men keep you in the sunken place. Because that's the biggest part. The misandry is the biggest part of it that keeps you there. I'm not I'm not doing this for a man, so don't. So don't. I'm not doing this for black men, so don't. But you got black kids, don't you? And you got to look in the mirror at your black self, don't you? The feminism that they gave you is a curse. It's worse than monkey's paw. Y'all remember that story, monkey paw? You get the magic monkey paw and you make a wish. You get your wish, but it's so backwards, it become a nightmare. You get exactly what you asked for, and then it ruin you. You never be the same. You've gotten your strong and independent. You got that. Now what? The reason why I talk to the women like this is because, like I said, there are lionesses that are called. Because there are so many of these. They don't want to be saved. They don't want to be saved. We not even talking about them. We not even talking to them. I'm going to need them to exit. Not talking to them. Thank you, Pearls. So you cannot hate black men and love your sons. May Allah protect your strength. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Told you I'm not here to save a hyena. Male or female. I told you I bite all of them. I bite the male hyenas. I bite the female ones. I bite the albino ones. You can't run past me like that. You get my blood up. Get my hunting instincts going. I got to bite you. I got to bite you. Ain't no way you gonna run across me. You just run. You just gonna run across the plain and think I ain't gonna chase you? We don't understand colonization. We don't get it. We don't have time to play like we don't understand what's happening. And we don't have time to play like we don't know where the solutions is at. I told you you needed to start here. Start here. If you need it explained, I already did it. Already done. Step 1 with an explanation and pictures. I put pictures in it. It's not that bad of a read. You can finish this in a day or so if you're diligent. CrimsonCure.com. Go get it. Go get it. Step 1 with pictures. We don't got no excuses. Ain't no Crimson don't even talk about the solutions. If you can't put your phone down, it's on Amazon. I give solutions on my Patreon. We talk about when the rubber hit the road in the Patreon, do I not? I wouldn't be here if I didn't love you. I wouldn't be here if I don't love you. I'm going to say that I'm going to address this one thing before I go. There's a lot of black women that watch my channel that think I'm saying this because I want to get money. I'm trying to get a bag. This is not the biggest bag that I can get off of YouTube. If I started a cover channel where I cover songs, do you know that I would have 1 million subscribers by now? All I would have to do is sit somewhere and get dolled up and start singing. People would love to see a Muslima covered up and she be jamming, rocking out. Oh, y'all know that's us. It would be iconic. I could have a cooking channel that would have blew up by now. I could have had a craft channel that would have blew up by now. I'm multi-talented. I don't got to come here and talk about subjects that drain my soul. So this is a labor of love. Like my good sis Danica said the other day when she was talking. If I was here for head pats I would stop. As soon as I got mad or as soon as I felt the way. Only problem with that is that I live what I talk about. Only problem is that I actually live what I say. To the very best of my ability. And I've come here with flaws. I ain't never told nobody I was perfect. But I also come here authentically. There is a mission afoot. There is a mission. I understand the assignment. I actually want to see the success. It do me good when people write me and tell me about how my words have helped them in some profound way in their life. Thank you, Young and Successful said, before I marry this woman must be approved personally by Kendra. Your message is so powerful. Please enjoy dinner on me. And thank you once again. Oh, okay. You said, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Young and Successful. Thank you, sweetheart. I love my lions and my lionesses. I love y'all. I love y'all. Ain't no but. Ain't no caveat to it. I love my lions and my lionesses. We dying. Everybody done wrote us off. Everybody. Even us. But I refuse, and I refuse to let it go. I get stressed out, but I gotta come back the next day. You know what I mean? I won't leave it alone. One day it'll be all out of me. But today is not that day. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for your generous contribution. Thank you so much, Rugged Techie said. We have to separate that part of the shop like Star Trek. We will be good, but we have to separate. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody's contribution to this channel, to me, to this message. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you coming here. Your support, all your support, whether it's monetary, just your engagement. I appreciate that too. Hitting the likes, getting in the comment section, getting in the chat room. I got one thing to say before I actually go wrap this up. For those of you who are looking for like consultations, or you have something that you want to say that is of importance, please utilize my email directly. I get messages from everywhere. I get messages through my shop. I get messages on Patreon. I get messages through. I'm going to miss that. If you have something you really want to say to me, I'm going to miss these other messages because they're coming in through too many different avenues, and I'm going to miss them. I'm sorry. I've likely missed a few of you who were trying to get in touch with me, but it came through the message system over here, and it came through a message system over there, or something like that. I'm gonna miss them. So if you have like important things, a coaching session or something like that, that you need me to see or you want me to see, please use the email directly. Because if not, there's a chance I could see it, and then there's a chance that I won't, and it'll be weeks. And I don't want people to think that I'm purposely ignoring them or anything like that. But I can't gather all of it from everywhere. It's too much. I probably have some cash apps. Thank you, Alenia and Justin. Thank you so much for your cash app contributions. Oh, Miss C. Oh, Miss C. Latimer. Thank you, sweetheart. Says, so proud of you, Miss Kendra. You're wonderful. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh. Thank you, Norman. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank everybody. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I will catch you guys, you wonderful, wonderful people. I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hello, my Crimsonites and all of my supporters. I invite you to go and get your copy of my new book, Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery, on sale now at crimsoncure.com. This is guaranteed to change your perspective and positively impact your life. So go ahead now to crimsoncure.com and get your copy today.